What piece of advice from an elderly warrior silenced Emil's greatest enemy, the one within himself? In a quiet village nestled among rolling hills, there was a skilled but anxious young blacksmith named Emil. Every day, Emil hammered away at his forge, creating strong, beautiful tools and weapons for the villagers. But he had a hidden battle, one he kept from everyone else. Emil often found himself doubting his abilities. He'd hear whispers in his head, like voices of doubt, telling him, "You're not skilled enough," or "Everyone will see you're not as talented as they think." It felt like a war raging inside him, though no one around him could see it. One day, an elderly warrior named Aldric came to the village, looking to repair his old sword. Watching Emil work, Aldric noticed the young man's brow furrowed in frustration and his hands slightly trembling. "Something on your mind, lad?" Aldric asked as Emil struggled to hammer out a tough edge on the blade. Emil sighed. "Sometimes it feels like no matter how hard I work, I'm just not good enough." He avoided Aldric's eyes, embarrassed by his own words. "It's like a voice telling me I'll fail." Aldric looked at him thoughtfully. "I've fought many battles, Emil, but the hardest one I ever fought was the one inside me." Emil frowned, looking up at the older man. "Inside you?" Aldric nodded. "We all have doubts. Fear, anger, insecurity. They're like warriors, each trying to take control. But the trick, Emil, is not to fight against them, but to understand why they're there." He picked up the hammer. "Look at this tool. It can shape iron into anything, but if you hit the metal too hard, it breaks. If you hit it too softly, it does nothing. You have to find the right strength. The same goes for our minds." Intrigued, Emil listened as Aldric continued. "Every doubt, every fear is part of you. They're just trying to protect you. But if you let them lead, you'll stay here in this village forever, afraid to show your true skill." Emil considered this, finally asking, "How did you stop fighting yourself?" Aldric's eyes softened. "I didn't stop. I learned to let those fears speak without letting them lead. I'd hear the voice, thank it for trying to protect me, and then say, 'Now, watch me.'" That night, alone in his workshop, Emil tried Aldric's advice. When the familiar whispers of doubt returned, he didn't fight them. Instead, he acknowledged them, then took a deep breath and continued forging. With each strike of the hammer, he felt a new strength, as though he'd laid down a heavy shield he no longer needed. And from that day on, Emil's greatest battle was no longer against himself, but with himself, side by side, moving forward. So, a beautiful lesson that we all learned here is, sometimes the fiercest battle we face is the silent war within. But true strength isn't in silencing our fears. It's in understanding them, turning each doubt into an ally. Real victory lies in harnessing every part of ourselves, transforming hesitation into resilience, and moving forward with courage despite the whispers of doubt.